Welcome to another video. In this video, we will look at the C++ programming language. Before that, I'm assuming that you have come from another language like C or Java. If you haven't, I highly suggest you to look at some other courses online to learn the programming language, because in this video we are not teaching you like how you can write code in C++ or something like that, because that will be a lengthy one. So what we are trying to do here, we are trying to give you some conventions of coding in C++. So let's dig in. So what is C++? C++ is a programming language which is very much like a C programming language. So that's that. Then C++ is way powerful than C because it supports object-oriented programming. So there's a lot of way you can write. There are four variable types in C++, which is int, float, double, bool. Bool stands for boolean, which is either true or false. Then there's float and double, which are fractional number, and integer are the whole numbers. There are two types. The conditions here are if some condition body, then there are else something, if else if also works here. Then there's that. There are four loops here, three loops, which are while something, do while do something, while something else, for something, do something. So there is like int I equals to 0, I less than some, var I plus. That's how the loops work here. So there is this another thing that you should follow in C++. Whenever you typing out a variable name or a function name, you always should use the snake case. And what's the snake case? The snake case is snake case. Whatever you write, you put an underscore to separate the words between them. And there's another convention that is also followed in the industry, that is camel case. The camel case is like camel then case. Like you put the second letter, the bold letter here for camel case. So the first letter of the second word actually. So there's that. So in C++ or C, people usually use the snake case, and in Java they usually use the camel case. So whatever suits you right, make sure you follow that convention through whole code you are doing. And most importantly, when you are working in the industry usually tends to have the case very seriously, because everyone follows the same casing pattern. So probably someone in the Microsoft following the camel case, and someone in the Apple is following the snake case. So the whole company engineers using the snake case, also camel case. There's their convention. So every company have their conventional rule and methods to write code. There's some convention that has to fit. There's this important part that you need to always maintain, that is commenting. So whenever you write something, please, for the love of God, for the sake of God, for the sake of me, for the sake of this YouTube video, write comments, because it causes a lot of pain. Just to tell you something, that I was reading some of my codes that I have written 2 years before, I guess. So I wasn't sure what I did in there. So comments always matters. Whenever you write a function, suppose you are writing a function like in some function, it's doing something. So let us say here we will be writing a comment for this function. This is a function blah 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 returns blah blah blah. Just write what the function is doing. If there's anything that is special going inside the function, write it there. Just something interesting. Just write some comment, gibberish comment, make a comment, because if you don't make comments, someone else will not be able to read your course, and down the line after 2 or 3 years, even you will not know what have you done, because then only God knows what you have done, even though you have written the same code. So then there's this. So there are a few things that I am really willing to talk about, but for this video I guess it is it. So just follow the convention where there is. So in the next video we'll be talking about the command line and the command line argument, because command line is the most fundamental thing to use when it comes to programming. So I will teach you how you can use the command line tool, what is command line arguments, how the command line arguments are working, how you can manipulate the command line arguments, how the flagging works when you execute a program from the command line. So thanks again, subscribe, or if you don't, I don't care actually. It's my archival purpose, because sometimes I might need to look at what should I do. So probably this is that. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.